For us today, first place winner, Will Hefner.
Hi. Today I'm going to be reciting to you two poems. Both of them are by an author named Roald Dahl. Many of you don't know this, but before he was a writer, he was actually an airline pilot, who then injured himself beyond the point of flying anymore. While he was regaining control of his body in the hospital, he wrote various short stories, which he eventually composed into James and the Giant Peach. Through encouragement from his friends, he also wrote Danny and the Champion of the World, The Twits, and Fantastic Mr. Fox. The two poems I'm going to be reciting to you today are Little Red Riding Hood and The Three Little Pigs, published in his Revolting Rhymes series. Both of them, as in all of Roald Dahl's stories, have a small little twist, and I hope you enjoy them. So please enjoy Little Red Riding Hood, written by Roald Dahl. As soon as Wolf began to feel that he would like a decent meal, he went and knocked on Grandma's door. When Grandma opened it, she saw the sharp white teeth, the horrid grin, and Wolfie said, "May I come in?" Poor Grandmama was terrified. "He's gonna eat me up!" she cried. And she was absolutely right. The wolf ate her in one big bite. But Grandmama was small and tough, and Wolfie said, "That's not enough. I have not yet begun to feel that I have had a decent meal." He ran around the kitchen yelping, "I've got to have a second helping." Then added, with a vicious leer, "I'm therefore going to wait right here till little Miss Red Riding Hood comes home from walking in the wood." He quickly put on Grandma's clothes. Of course, he hadn't eaten those. He dressed himself in coat and hat. He put on shoes, and after that, he even brushed and curled his hair and sat himself in Grandma's chair. In came the little girl in red. She stopped. She stared. And then she said, "Grandma, what great big ears you have." "All the better to hear you with," said the wolf. "And Grandma, what great big eyes you have." "All the better to see you with," said the wolf. He sat there watching, and he smiled. He thought, "I'm going to eat this child. Compared to her old grandmama, she's going to taste like caviar." Then Little Red Riding Hood said, "But Grandma, what a great big lovely furry coat you have on." "That's wrong," cried Wolf. "Have you forgot to tell me what big teeth I've got?" "Oh well, it doesn't matter what you say. I'm going to eat you anyway." The girl smiles. An eyelid flickers. She pulls a pistol from her knickers. She aims it at the creature's head, and bang, 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 she shoots him dead. A few weeks later, in the wood, I ran into Red Riding Hood. What a change. No cloak of red, no silly hood upon her head. She said, "Hello, and do please note my lovely, furry, wolfskin coat." Now, the second poem I'm going to be reading, The Three Little Pigs, is actually a sequel written to Little Red Riding Hood due to its major success. Now, you may see a few recurring cast members, familiar villain, and maybe even a hero. The animal I really dig, above all others, is the pig. Pigs are noble, pigs are clever, pigs are courteous. However, now and then, to break this rule, one meets the one who is a fool. But for example, would you say, strolling through the woods one day, right in front of you, you saw the pig who'd built his house of straw. The wolf who saw this licked his lips. He said, "That pig has had his chips. Little pig, let me come in." "No, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." The little pig began to pray, but Wolfie blew his house away. The wolf cried, "Bacon, pork, and ham! Oh, what a lucky wolf I am!" Though he ate the pig quite fast, he carefully saved the tail for last. He wandered on, a trifle bloated, but surprise, surprise! For soon he noted another little house for pigs, and this one had been built of twigs. Little pig, let me come in." "No, not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." The wolf said, "Okay, here we go," and then began to blow and blow. The little pig then began to squeal. He cried, "Oh, Wolf, you've had one meal. Why can't we talk and make a deal?" The wolf said, "Not on your Nelly," and soon the pig was in his belly. "Two juicy little pigs," Wolf cried, "but still I am not satisfied." So quietly as a mouse, the wolf approached another house, a house which also had inside a little piggy trying to hide. But this one, piggy number 3, was bright and briny as could be. For him, no hay, no twigs or sticks. His pig had built his house of bricks. "You'll not get me," the piggy cried. "I'll blow you down," the wolf replied. "To do that," pig said, "you would require a lot of puff, and I don't think you have enough." The wolf huffed, and he puffed, and he blew, and he blew. The house stood there, as good as new. "I can't blow it down," wolf said. "I'm going to blow it up instead. I'll come back in the dead of night and blow it up with dynamite." "You brute," pig cried, "I should have known." Then, picking up the telephone, he dialed as quickly as he could the number of Red Riding Hood. "Hello," she said. "Who's speaking? Who?" "Oh, hello, Piggy. How do you do?" Pig cried, "Help me, please, Miss Hood. Help me, help me. Do you think you could?" "I'll try my best," Miss Hood replied. "What's on your mind?" "A wolf," Pig cried. "I know you've dealt with wolves before, and now I've got one at my door." Riding Hood said, "Ah, Piglet, oh, my darling sweet, that's really something up my street. I've just begun to wash my hair, so this is dry, I'll be right there." A short while later, through the wood came striding brave Red Riding Hood. Wolf stood there, his eyes ablaze and yellowish, like mayonnaise. His teeth were sharp, and gums were raw, and spit was dripping from his jaw. Once again, an eyelid flickers. She pulls the pistol from her knickers. She aims it at the vital spot and kills him with a single shot. The pig, peeping through the window, stood and yelled, "Well done, Miss Riding Hood!" "Ah, Piglet, you must never trust young ladies from the upper crust. For now, Miss Riding Hood, one notes, not only has 2 wolfskin coats, but when she goes from place to place, she has a pigskin traveling case." Thank you.
Thank you very much, William.